Healing the hustle, reclaiming time, energy, and inner balance. This webinar is about those moments where we lose focus, where we are distracted, where we are scrolling, for example, or putting our energies into something which is not meant for us, wasting our time and energy in our days, in our lives. And there's been a lot of subconscious programming where we get distracted, we get pulled out of our vitality and our life force and our natural rhythm. I remember like living in Kenya when I went first there. I went really back and lived in a village where there's no cars and donkeys, and it was really allowed me to go back to the natural rhythm of Mother Earth, but of creation. And then I realized that everything I was doing was super productive, but full of life and life force, and had virtues in the system, like it shifted something within me. And I started to realize then that we have been conditioned in a way to not be productive or always productive or time wasting and distracted from what we're really here to do in the day. And so in this webinar, I want to find where are the patterns or where have you been seduced into wasting your opportunities or your life or your purpose? So we often are distracted from our purpose with a smoke screen of distractions. And this is what I really want to focus on in this webinar to see where are you not living your purpose? Where are you distracted with excuses, with addictions of scrolling, for example, with mindsets which are in the collective field and then it affects us? Where are we distracted from ourselves? Where are we not living our potential, our true vibration? And in the day, there's so much, I know, so much opportunity for transformation. And then what is telling us that there isn't the time, or you're not ready, or something gets in the way? So in this webinar, I'd really like to focus on what is blocking you from with stories or belief systems that is really distracting you or pulling you away from yourself, from your destiny. When you're living your destiny and your potential, there's a lot of life force, there's a lot of power. Even if things are difficult, it gives you a lot of life back, a lot of life force back. So, what I'd like to do in this webinar is really focus on bringing back that life force, bringing back that victory within you, bringing back the ability to get up in the morning and start moving in your day in a very conscious, productive way that feels not workaholic way, but that feels productive, that feels gratifying, that feels satisfying, that feels loving to yourself and to the field around you, inner and outer world. So this is the basis of this webinar, and there's a lot more is going to come through in the next days, I can feel. And I'm looking forward to really seeing what is distracting us really on the subconscious levels. What is distraction us? What has got into our systems, which is taking us off, you know, learning something, doing something, cleaning something, a simple thing, you know. So what has got into our minds and what has taken us out of our systems? That is an interesting question to ask. And this is what I'd like to really focus on in this webinar, that you're living your life, living your life, really living your life and valuing every moment of your life and enjoying the richness of your life. This is what I'd really like to focus on, to really reclaim full richness of your moment, of your day. This is your moment. This is your day, and to enjoy it. So I look forward to seeing what else comes in the next days with this webinar as it integrates and goes stronger into the system. I invite you to be part of this one. Thank you.